What's going on, guys? I am here at Joan's place. I'm taking the car to get aligned today, but before we do that, I need to make sure that everything underneath the car is all tight. Because the last time I took it to get an alignment, I was charged $100 for 1 labor hour because there was a lot of stuff that was loose underneath the car with regard to, the suspension, which is completely normal after every drift event, and I completely forgot to make sure that everything was tight before I took it, so I'm just ensuring that before I take it today, that everything's squared off and I'm not going to get that extra charge. I actually purchased a 3-year alignment at Tire Kingdom. I'm going to definitely be making sure that I get my money's worth. Typically try to align the car after every event. With the event in Gainesville coming up this weekend, it's about a 2-hour drive for me. I want to make sure that I have the car perfectly aligned. I feel bad with how dirty the car is. Just haven't had time to wash it. I'll definitely be washing it before I go out to the event this weekend. And you can see that I have the RPF ones here that I drifted on with Adam, TJ, Taylor, and Marco. These were super expensive tires. They're Dunlop Dureza Z2 Star Specs. I didn't have any other spares to drift with that night. So I was like, whatever, let's just drift on the RPF ones. I am going to be drifting on the RPF ones. I'm just not going to be putting such a nice tire on a set of 2. I'll still be running RPF ones up front with a good set of tires, but I have Federal tires that I can throw on this set of RPF ones that I can drift on. And, daily. Well, I don't really daily the car anymore, but you get it. Actually, just got these the other day. They came in the mail. A set of Federal RSRRs. Ugh. These heavy suckers. These things are like super grippy too. It's crazy. You can already see all the crap that the tires picked up just from rolling in the driveway. The more mileage that I put on these tires, the sooner they're gonna wear, especially with all the camber that I have up front. So before we head out to Gainesville this weekend, I'm going to be driving on a set of drift spares up front. All right, so I need to pull the FRS out of the garage because I have absolutely no room to even jack up the car up front. So let's move it out of the garage. I totally screwed myself on parking this thing the last time I drove it. I have like no space to get into the car here. Just from pulling it out of the garage, when I turned the wheel, I could hear some creaking. So that definitely means something's loose underneath. And I'm willing to bet that it's the rack offset spacers. Oh, and actually there's one thing that I did to the car without telling you guys, and that was adding 25 millimeters worth of spacer onto the rear of the car. I was super tired of how sunken in the rear wheels were. It just made the car look kind of like stupid. Don't get me wrong, I love the lobster fitment, but it just needed a little bit more poke to get it flush with the fender. Yeah, just looking at the rear of the car, it looks so much better with those 25 millimeter spacers. So now we need to jack up the car. Let's grab the jack. I have Alex and Marcus out here to keep me company while I'm working on the car. One thing I want to check first, though, is on full lock, I want to say that the inner part of the tire is rubbing. You can see all of that black marking back there. So I'm going to just turn the wheel and see. It's, of course, not going to be 100% accurate since it's up in the air, but at least we can see if it's touching or rubbing anywhere. Okay, like you can see how bald the tire is. I really doubt that this would happen just from normal driving because I really don't drive this car a lot. But, I guess it would happen at drift events. But I'm really thinking that it was rubbing up against the back part of the inner fender wall. It must have done that because, look at how worn that is. Same issue on this side, and look, you can see I'm showing cords now. Need to get these tires replaced. I will be putting those tires on these RPF ones. Oh man, everything's rusty down here. The hell? Here's another look at where I think the tire is rubbing. Definitely. It's rubbed before when I had Megan inner tie rods and I was running a 235 width tire. But with the PBM angle kit and a lot of angle and only 215s, it's still rubbing. Just goes to show that you really want to have a low offset wheel. That angle though, you won't drift. A for effort. So while I have this side turned like this, I have enough space to be able to make sure that that offset spacer is tightened down. Okay. Yep, this is definitely loose. Good thing I'm tightening it. And another thing we want to make sure is tight is the tie rod connected to that rack offset spacer. Yep, that's tight. I'm definitely going to make sure that the sway bar end link is tight and that the knuckle is securely attached to the lower control arm. Another thing I can show you guys is that you see how the threads are all chewed up on this tie rod? It's because on full angle, the inner lip of the wheel, you can see here, likes to rub. Another reason why you need to go with low offset wheels. Okay, now let's see if the knuckle is tight. Yep, it's tight enough. Make sure that the knuckle is tightened down appropriately to the lower part of the coilover. Good. Okay, now we're gonna get underneath the front of the car and we're going to make sure that this lower control arm brace here is securely fastened. That one's good. That one's good as well. Also, another thing to note, I am not running the stupid transmission under panel. I've dealt with that thing being all flimsy long enough. I just decided to keep it off of the car. Now, everything that we just did to this side, we want to do to the opposite side.
That's got my shoes.
Boy! Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Well, that kind of hurt.
I just look up and I see him on the ground. I'm like, what? I got done doing the other side. I wanted to show you guys other inner tie rods that I have as replacements in case anything happens. It's super important to have spares because if you're out at a track and you destroy a tie rod, either bend it or whatever, you don't want to be stuck at the track. So always have spare tie rods. Got everything as tight as I could up front. I'm not gonna worry about the rear. I'll be doing that later this week on video. Another thing I need to do is tighten up the e-brake because I have tons of slack on the e-brake. I'll be tightening the e-brake and tightening everything suspension-wise later this week. All right, let's jack up the car and put her down. I actually need to appreciate all of these guys for letting me keep not only these tires in the car here, but also all of the spares that I have, all these tires. They so graciously let me keep them here. I think Joan is about to pull up, so once he gets here, then we can be on our way out to go get the car aligned. Well, at least to drop it off so it can get aligned tomorrow. Joan always showing up late to the videos. Look at you all dressed up. Time to go drop off the car. Just dropped off the FRS at Tire Kingdom, and I will be back tomorrow to pick it up. I know the guy that's going to be aligning it, so I trust him and all that. And plus, he can do a custom spec alignment, which is exactly what I want. Well, I'm back at my apartment now. It's late. I am editing some videos for, this week, because I am aiming to have daily uploads all throughout the week until my drift event. It's crazy how much time making videos does take, so I have to give a lot of credit to all of those that can manage making videos and staying on top of school, because literally just working and doing YouTube videos just takes up all my time. But hey, you gotta make sacrifices in life for the things that you want to do. And on that note, that's all I have for you guys. Please do me a favor, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and most importantly, have an awesome day. Peace.